Well, my friends, one thing that we definitely know about Galaxy of Heroes is we are due for a meta shift, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming any day now. In fact, I'm shocked that it hasn't come already. They've really taken their time with this. We've had Darth Revan come back a couple times now. We've had Malick come back already, and he's coming back again. We've got the events calendar, which dropped today, which shows him coming back as well. And so we know this is coming soon, and I want to talk a little bit about what absolutely terrifies me about this. Look, there's been some stuff going on in this game. Those of us who are sticking this out and trying to be positive about this game, we've been doing so maybe through gritted teeth, and I think this game needs wins right now. And so more than ever, I'm really intent on some wins for this game, and a scenario came up today that I want to talk about, and it came up through a leak, and I'll just show this right here. Okay, now I'm gonna take this with a huge, massive grain of salt, because honestly, I'm guessing this is totally bogus. I mean, look at the grammar that this guy has. He's writing in like red text on Discord or something. I don't know. It reeks of shady. Not to mention, the Shade Master himself, McMull2, shared it on Twitter. Just kidding. McMull, you know I love you. But anyway, so we're looking at this right here, and it says, so here's the deal, General Anakin drops in 2 weeks. And so that's what a lot of us think that's going to be the next meta. We've got the 501st. I mean, if you go in here, look at our character screen. You look at the 501st, which I'm 99% showing this to you guys because I'm just really proud of my 501st right now. Because look at this. Look at this. They're starting to look pretty good. Starting to look pretty good. And we only got 4. And it's this new tag. They've obviously got this built-in 501st synergy. There's going to be a 5th character. There's got to be a 5th character coming in. But anyway, it drops in 2 weeks. So we think that General Anakin's going to be it. That's kind of been the main speculation. And announced late this week, or people won't be, or next, and people won't be happy, not people, PPL, won't be happy, as it looks like it's not clones, but Jedi Council needed to unlock. GK, Mace, Grandmaster Yoda, Luminara, Shakti, Qui-Gon Jinn, Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, and others needed at 20k power. Event is going to be between a legendary and Malick style, but listed as legendary. General Anakin has 3 Zetas in synergy with 501st and Ahsoka Tano. So let me just say right now, I believe this to be absolutely hogwash. I don't think this is like, there's so many leaks out there of people trying to get attention that they're just making an educated guess. This is an educated guess with flaws in it, because it says Jedi. It says the Jedi Council's needed, but he also has Qui-Gon Jinn in there, who's not on the Jedi Council. So I'm gonna dismiss this as BS, but this is what it made me realize. Again, what am I the most terrified about is how monetized this is going to be. That's what terrified me with Revan. I mean, here we go. I mean, this was my video. I said, what terrifies me about Jedi Revan back in the day? Money! Money was the main thing that terrified me about the release of Jedi Revan, and CG kind of exceeded my expectations in that regard, and then did so again especially with Malick. And so when I've been looking at this event coming, we know that there's got to be something coming. My biggest question has been, how are we going to monetize this? Right? How are we going to monetize it? And the only real option we have is Shakti, who, I mean, it sucks for me, but look at how good I've done farming her. I've kind of accepted that I'm not going to get there anyway, and so I'm just more casually farming her shards. And so this is the only character that's monetizable through the character shards, which is the main way that we've seen this happen before. But what this leak made me, what this educated guess, not so educated guess, did make me realize is this 20k power thing. I'll bet you anything that's what they do, guys. I'll bet you anything that's what they do. And if they, I've been thinking they would probably do it with clones, but the problem with that is we've all been farming the clones, and so I actually think it's pretty interesting speculation. That's the best I'm going to give whoever wrote that credit for. Good speculation. If you look at your Jedi Masters, Let's just look at Qui-Gon Jinn. I've got a Zeta on my Qui-Gon. I've almost got him to gear 11. And he is, with a Zeta at 19,000 power. What if the threshold was 20 power? Let's look at Luminara. My Luminara, who's actually geared pretty well. 14,000 power. If we need all of those characters, let's look at Kit Fisto. Kit, how you doing, buddy? 3,000 power. If we need to get all of those characters to 20,000 power or higher, then there's the monetization, ladies and gentlemen. And that is a steep price to pay for anyone who doesn't already have a full roster of Gear 13. And so I don't know if 20,000 power is going to be the cutoff. I don't know if it's going to be Jedi Masters or clones, but it clicked in my mind. It clicked in my mind when I thought about this, or when I saw this leak, that is how they'll get us, because they don't have a bunch of characters. We've kind of learned, you know, we had the Galaxy of Marquees last year, right? We made our voice heard, and I think more than anything, CG realizes that it's not sustainable to spam marquees on us. We're going to run out of characters in the Star Wars universe that people are interested in. And so Capital Games realizes that, and this is the new way that they can bottleneck and monetize legendary style characters. Not with character shards to farm, but by pushing the Gear 13. And with over 160, I think almost 170 characters in this game, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for that. I mean, if you look at my roster, I am, oops, that's just light side. I'm a launch day player. And let's sort by gear tier. Oops. I am very fortunate. I farmed aggressively to have 10 gear. I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I've got 10 gear 13 characters. I've got a handful of gear 12. I'm pretty happy about that. And then look at the drop off. You know, look at how many characters are just sitting there. CG does not know. They no longer need to bring us new characters for legendary style events and to monetize them. They only require the gear to be gear 13 with power, and that's also going to probably imply relic upgrades as well. By the way, just because we're here, rip my range trooper, who I've been wanting to farm forever, but I just simply cannot. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I am concerned about. And make no mistake, we do have an event coming. That's another reason why I'm not so sure I buy this, is it says it's going to be between a legendary and Malick style event. But we know from the devs, from this Q&A on August 1st, this is almost 2 months ago, Top Hat said, the question was, can we expect more events like Malick? And he said, yes. They take a while for us to build, but we're definitely interested in doing more of them. I wonder why. We are currently working on one. Be on the lookout. Okay? That was 2 months ago, almost. They're working on one 2 months ago. Be on the lookout 2 months ago. I think we're going to have a Malick-style event. And with a Malick-style event, power requirements make sense, and a lot of characters make sense. A new Jedi Council tag would work and make sense. If they did that, I don't believe that Qui-Gon Jinn would be part of that because he's not part of the Council. Maybe they could just hand-pick Jedi, just pick exactly, you know, what are the least used Jedi? Who's the least used Jedi? Okay, so Luminara, Jedi Consular, you know, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon. Well, a lot of people did farm Plo Koon for ships, but they just hand-pick those and chalk them up. So anyway, that's what I would be ready for. I've personally accepted, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to miss the boat on this meta, and I'm going to try to accept that now. No matter what they do, here is something that I will admit. I'm gonna point the finger back at us a little bit. While I think this game needs wins right now, and I think on the heels of Gear 13 and relics and what the community response has been to that, having something like this as the new content that we get afterwards, I'm really nervous about how the community is going to react to that. But that said, I also think that we should look inward a bit, because I can't think of a single legendary character ever released that wasn't met with substantial community criticism. Every single legendary character, all of them, all the way back to Yoda, all of them had pretty significant outcries. And so whatever they do, we're going to complain about it. I just hope that it's not as bad as I fear it could be. And having, you know, a requirement of some 10 characters at Gear 13 with relics, that's going to be pretty intense. That's a pretty dang expensive character coming down the pipeline. But that said, well, on a personal, selfish level, I might want it to be as monetized as possible so that the least amount of people have it, because I know I'm not getting it. So maybe that's the silver lining if you're not getting it. Maybe. Anyway, my friends, let me know what you think down in the comments below. How do you think the next character is going to come, whether it's General Anakin or something else? I'm hoping we get something soon. The devs seem to be waking up this week, so hopefully we're building towards an announcement so we can just get this over with and move on. Let me know again what you think down in the comments below. And as always, my brothers, don't forget